Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Stats Reviews. As you can see, we have a Lord of the Rings piece on the review table, and if you follow my channel, you should be aware that I am collecting the Prime 1/4 scale Lord of the Rings line. Due to the fact that Sideshow did not release a Saruman yet, which I am not sure whether they will ever do. I purchased at some point the Sideshow Saruman piece, which is my only non-Prime 1 Lord of the Rings piece. And well, for the Witch King, as you know, Prime 1 released their version of it. I really liked it. Back then I wasn't sure whether I would get it because it was pretty expensive. Shipping was through the roof, and I already got the Nazgul. And then at some point this guy here popped up from MGL Toys, and I think collaboration with Paladin Toys. Their version here of the Witch King of Angmar, standing on this huge massive base with the 8 Nazgul down there, and then the half fell beast here wrapping around him. And I fell in love with this piece from the first moment I seen it, and man, am I happy that I chose to get this one. This is incredible. It's such a large piece. Yeah, it is. I'm speechless, guys, really, as to how massive this is and how great it looks. It has some flaws, definitely some design flaws. I'm not getting the back foot in completely, which however is pretty irrelevant because you cannot really see it. So I was worried I wouldn't get the front foot in, but that eventually worked with a hairdryer. Yeah, and yeah, otherwise a couple of other pieces didn't really fit too well, but eventually I managed to get everything together. No instructions for this one. We have an alternative head sculpt, which is pretty similar to this one. I'm not sure, to be honest, which one is whatever, more film accurate and more book accurate or whatever. They are pretty similar. I will show both to you, of course, next to each other in a second. We have this nameplate here down there that says Lord of the Rings, which is fine. It just blends in very nicely. I am not a fan of nameplates, to be honest, on statues, but this one you don't really see it. And then we have this Warner Brothers 100 years celebrating every story. Yeah, that's rubbish, goes back in the box. So let's start off with the review. We've got a massive base, as you can see. So we have this sub base, which is kind of a temple-like structure. Bit like somewhere in Barad-dûr on those graves or wherever that may be, where the Nazgul were tombed or buried. Yeah, so we have a very symmetrical base down there with the 8 Nazgul, which are holding the swords either down. I believe down is the correct way. They're supposed to hold these, but if you want, you can also change this and then having them holding the swords up just like this, or you can mix and match. But I think because the hands are going down, I think they're supposed to hold those swords downward, just like that. Swords are plastic, so no worries that they will break. They're not fitting super well, as you can see, but it's just nice. It's okay. Base, as I said, is massive, absolutely humongous and heavy. And then we have this rock base just on the top of this lower base, but it's all, of course, glued together, one base. You've got these metal swords that you can stick in there and a couple of holes. We have here a shield with the Tree of Gondor, which looks cool. A couple of more swords there. We have a helmet here, I think also from a Gondorian warrior. And yeah, the rocks look pretty good. Really like the paint applications on them. So that's just about fine. And yeah, blend in perfectly with the rest of the figure. Then of course we have the fell beast, and you can see the colors here that they put on this guy, greens and purples and blacks and grays and whatever. It looks so good. It looks so good. So it's one massive piece, this whole body. And then these pieces here, these kind of wings or whatever that should be. These are plastic pieces that you have to just pop in there, 3 of them. The saddle is connected to the beast, and then we have the 2 wings that you have to place in. This one here was a little bit difficult to connect, so everything is very tightly fitting together, so I'm not even sure if it is completely correctly placed in, but you cannot really see a gap, so I don't care. Those wings look also really, really good. I mean, get this detail here. Sculpt is amazing, paint is amazing. Couldn't be happier really about how this turned out. You have the leather strap here for holding the saddle in place. And then just see that there's a gap here, to be honest, in the back. I haven't seen that yet. So I have to play around a little bit with the connection of the head. Here you can see again the purple colors reflecting the light. Looking really good. Yeah, so even if the gap stays there, it doesn't really matter because it's on the back of the statue, you won't see it. And then you have this head sculpt here with these kind of nicely painted eyes, the tongue sticking out. Teeth look very good. You have saliva on the teeth and on the tongue. Looks a little bit venom-like, but yeah, also fitting very well for this piece, giving it a little bit of a pop of color of the statue, or to the statue, which is really nice. Witch King, very nice colors, very dark gray and going into a more light gray here on the bottom of his kind of dress. Gone. He's holding here his club mace, which you can fit in there in a peg in the base. And you have this plastic chain, which is held by this handle here, which just fits into his right hand. And then we have this sword, which is metal, which fits into his left hand, which is permanently connected to the statue. A couple of pieces here that you have to connect to the piece. That's 2 shoulder pads, and then 2 further little pieces here of his dress gone. Yeah, and yeah, colors are looking really amazing. I think it's pretty movie accurate. These things are really pointy and sharp, so be careful about it. Yeah, overall it looks really great. So let me show you the other head. So you can see that the eyes are looking a little bit different. Then this nose piece is a little bit wider. Otherwise, I think, let me see, maybe this top piece is a little bit higher. Otherwise, it's pretty, yeah, and of course the mouthpiece goes a little bit more together. I like both. I think probably the left one here, this one, a little bit more movie accurate. I don't know why they even included the second one, but didn't know about it, to be honest, when purchasing this piece. Yeah, but it is, of course, a very nice touch. So let me zoom back a little bit, and then I can give you a 360 here of at least the upper side of the statue. I mean, the idea to have a half fell beast here in 1/4 scale on this base is just amazing. Looks so good. It really does. very dynamic, of course, flow also of the kind of cape here of the Witch King. And yeah, so him sitting there, or standing there, better said, with his pet. Looks, of course, super nice. So he will go into the other corner of my display, just opposite to Sauron. So I have these two tall pieces in the corner, and then the orcs and Saruman and the Nazgul. Between them, I think that will look just epic. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys. If so, then please give me a like and leave a comment in the section down below to let me know what you think about this piece. Please hit the notification bell and subscribe, of course, to the channel in order to not miss out on any videos being uploaded here very, very soon again. Thanks for watching and see you around, guys. Bye bye.